Hey guys, Master here. We're finally back from was a 4 month break. So basically, what that break was for me is I have terrible internet where I live, and so basically, uploading a 20-minute video took me around 4 or 5 hours to do. So I decided I'm gonna actually do the wait for you guys with and start recording again because I've actually become very, very bored. And give me a second, my sound is very loud. Okay, so sorry about that. So basically, I wanted to start off with a modded CK2 game, and if you remember correctly, CK2 is this. Here, I'll get this out of the way. It's a medieval game where you can play as a count who actually just controls one province, which is what these are. You can play as a duke who, in some of these provinces, they're actually bigger than others. So if I go into this is an entire dukedom. So one person could control this, or you could play as a king, which there's basically West Francia, Middle Francia, all these very early countries, and this is actually the Charlemagne start date in 769 on the 1st of January. I started up and just picked the Count of Jamaltlin because we are going to be playing with the fantasy mod, and I forgot to set timer. Sorry about that, I'll remember. But basically what the fantasy mod is, it redevelops the entire game. So this is the fantasy mod. It adds a ton of new features in the game and gives it a classic RPG playstyle. RPG being real I can't remember now. Something like real player game or something. But there's new fantasy races such as dwarves, elves, trolls. There's the Drakens, which should spawn up in the north here. And the Drakens are people that are they're a mix between humans and dragons. Like, they can be a human, but they can turn into a full dragon. There's I think I already said trolls, but there's like 6 or 7 different races you can choose from. They added new weapons and armor, so your character can actually get weapons and armor that will hopefully buff them and give them special stats like their diplomacy, martial, stewardship, intrigue, or their learning. Right now, my character actually started out with the blacksmith rank 5, which is really nice, even though we haven't even gone through this. I'm gonna actually kind of cheat this and look what this says. Wait, no, never mind. I shall leave this. We shall learn this all together. So, I guess there are videos on this. I've never noticed this mod before. I wanted to try it because I play this game almost every other day because I really have nothing other to do than work and school. So, we are going to choose our race. So there are 8 different races. Okay, I was close. Or you can play as a human. There are elves, dwarves, giants, goblins, orc, trolls, or human or dragons. See, I want to play as a dragon because you can actually transform into a dragon, which are technically the strongest units in the game. So, wait, what's the more? Up just goes back. So the elves, they get monthly piety, diplomacy, learning, fertility. They actually lose. They get a general opinion, a personal combat of 3. Some broken things there. The dwarves, they get martial, stewardship, health, general opinion actually -5, which is kind of funny. They also get monthly wealth and plus personal combat, and they have that broken symbol there too. Giants, they get martial 8, intrigue -2, diplomacy -2, stewardship minus, learning minus, fertility minus. They actually get a general opinion -2. Personal combat skill, they actually get a very big boost. The reason the Giants lose so much is basically because they're almost imbeciles, which means they can't really do basic tasks. Goblins, martial plus, intrigue a lot of plus, fertility they lose. They lose actually a lot of general opinion. That will be hard to make up. Orcs, this would actually be pretty cool to play as. They get martial +10, diplomacy minus, stewardship minus, learning minus, fertility minus, general opinions. That is actually a lot worse than the goblin, which is surprising. And they have that broken symbol there too. Trolls, they get -1 in everything except for personal combat skill, which they get a +15. This is the ones actually that are they are the imbeciles. The Giants, they are pretty stupid, but the trolls just lose everything basically. Humans, basically they have normal starting stats. Dracons, monthly piety, martial +3, learning +3, fertility -20, general opinion minus. They actually don't get that much combat skill. They do get a vassal opinion boost and opposite trait opinion boost, which is really nice. So the elves, they get a learning archer bonus. The dwarves, stewardship and pikemen. Stewardship is basically wealth, like how much money you make per month. Giants, obviously martial. Goblins, intrigue. They have, what was that, 8 or something? Somewhere's about 5. 6. So they get an instant 6 intrigue on there, so they will actually be very hard to, like, this would be a very good character to have as a, oops, just keep the trash can. That'd be a very good character to have as like an assassin, to just basically murder all your opponents without having to go to war. Orcs, trolls, and giants, they'd be actually very good to go as if you want to do war basically almost all the time. Say, dwarf, you just want to do for money making and like be very good to be a dwarf on Venice, because Venice is actually a natural like 60-some gold province just by itself. Humans, obviously, they're the only people that get cavalry bonus, which is kind of funny. Dracons, they are probably the best units in the game. They get the best units because they can have dragons. And we're gonna actually play as the Dracons because I want to just do as much damage as we can. So we're gonna pick the Dracons. So we only have one race culture to pick from. Yeah, dragon will be our culture. Oh, game just break. There we go. So choose your class. This feature replaces all vanilla education. Each class has its own guild that is accessible in the decision menu. You can take quests to increase your rank, buy class-specific weapons and armor, as well as take your class-specific jobs for money. See, I really want to take the blacksmith class because you can get money from the blacksmiths because you can go mining, as you saw earlier, and you can do quests in mining and smith and market. And with the smith and market, you make armor, and then you can oh wow, it actually takes a lot of shit to make. Sorry, I just want to kind of click through this quick. They actually added in this mana system, which is really nice. I'm not sure where you actually look at this to see how much mana you have. I would assume it would tell you somewhere how much you have. It might be... Yep, right here. So, they actually changed your piety to mana. So, I actually get... I won't. I'm only getting... Would that be, like... 0.16 about? Summers? Yeah. I get 0.16 piety per... Well, mana per month. So, I was looking through... Well, in the Steam Workshop, and, politician class, they basically are what it says, diplomat. They go to different countries and do all that kinds of stuff. Sorry, this is kind of bothering me. Off my screen. Be gone with you! Warrior class, you can actually go and, if I remember correctly, kill dragons, which would be funny as a dragon character. Blacksmith class, as you saw, you basically make shit and sell it. The rogue class, you're the assassin. In the mage class, I thought would be really fun to play as, because you can actually raise skeletons for warriors. But I kind of want to go for the warrior class, so we can start off doing what would it be? Because I basically want to reunite the North all together, so probably around here's about for just the starters, and then invade England, and then conquer not England, invade the British Isles, and then conquer at least the whole of Francia, and then I'm trying to remember my directions. The western border of the HRE. Sorry, I couldn't think of that for some reason. So on this menu, you convert the whole map or choose custom conversions to your liking. Choosing a custom map will allow you to choose which races you want on the map. So, we're going to actually do a full map conversion. Actually, I really like this because that'll make that so much cooler just to have an entire human empire by itself. In the name of it too. Oops, shit. Well, I did not read through all that, so that kind of got messed up. But, we got some... Is this an elf? Yep. Haha, I guessed right. Nice clue what you are. Elf? Okay. So, it really doesn't change the portraits other than the dragons, orcs in them. Looks like we got some elves up here. Are these dwarves? Oops. These are elves. So, where are all the dwarf characters at then? Here we go. Here's a new race, an orc. So they're basically all black. Goblin, obviously. Ooh, here we go. This looks cool. Are you dwarf? Yep. There's gotta be some other dragons that spawn. What is this? Am I a loner? What are you guys? So giants spawned up here too. If only I could find the dragons. Orcs, I'm assuming. Oh, trolls. Okay. There's also, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. But, there are also different culture groups within these, like the trolls. They have 3 different, if I remember correctly. Like, these would be the fire trolls, the ice trolls, and then I actually don't remember what the other troll was, but they were pretty weird. It was like, not sure actually. So actually Mongolia spawned right away as trolls, which is kind of funny. Ah, here are the dragons. My brethren, what are you all doing over here? Come help me in the north. But, basically the first episode was just getting all of this set up. Sorry if you see me clicking around. Some of these options are pretty cool. But, so basically we are a single county dragon right here in the middle of trolls, giants, and dwarves. Dwarf king here. That's pretty cool. But oh wow, we actually started out as a. Oh, that's cool. We started out as tribal. I didn't realize that. But it looks like. Yeah. And you can also create a royal bloodline that will give you special traits. You can enter the market. See what weapons and armor they have. Let's look at steel. What about bronze? So bronze would obviously be the smallest. I'm going to actually stop the recording here because it's been around 20 minutes. So this is the Master signing off. Hope you all have a wonderful day.